Hey, my name is Miles. I'm just here looking at all those amazing waves out there. You see, I told my friend I would patch up a hole in a surf suit today, but all I want to do is be out there on my board catching those awesome waves. Do you ever wish you could just do whatever you want? Sometimes we get to choose what we want, but other times the thing we want isn't the right choice. But how do we know what the right choice is? Well, when we walk with God, He can show us the right choice. You might be thinking, what does it mean to walk with God? Well, when we live our lives in relationship with God, He will show us the right choices to make. It's a relationship, and God is with us in each step, showing us how to make good choices each day. We can see how to walk with Him in the Bible, God's true message to us about Himself. And I remember a story in the Bible in the book of Genesis about a man who decided to do what God wanted him to do instead of what he wanted. Let's see what happened.
Isaac and Rebekah. Abraham, who used to be called Abram, had a son named Isaac. When Abraham was old, he wanted to make sure that Isaac found a good wife who loved and worshiped God. So Abraham called one of his servants. Abraham told his servant, "Promise me that you will go to the land where I'm from and find a wife for my son, Isaac. God took me from that place, spoke to me, and promised me that He would give this land to my family. God will be with you as you look for a wife for Isaac." So the servant promised to do as Abraham asked. The servant traveled to Abraham's homeland and went to a well. He prayed, "Lord, I am standing here at a spring. Let the girl to whom I say, 'Please lower your water jug so that I may drink,' and who responds, 'Drink, and I will get water for your camels too.' Let her be the one you have chosen for Isaac." Before the servant finished his prayer, a woman named Rebekah came to the well with a jug on her shoulder. She was very beautiful, and she wasn't married. The servant ran to her and said, "Please, may I have a little water from your jug?" She replied, "Drink. I'll also draw water for your camels until they've had enough to drink."
He prayed to God to know what to do, and before he even finished his prayer, Rebekah came to him and did exactly what he asked God for the right girl to do. You know his mind had to be spinning. Let's see what happened next.
The servant knelt low, worshiped God, and said, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of my master Abraham, who has been so kind and faithful to me. He has led me on this journey to the right place." The servant went with Rebekah to her home, where he told her family about Abraham, Isaac, and the promise he made to find Isaac a wife. He also told them about praying at the well and how Rebekah was an answer to that prayer. He then said, "Now if you are going to show kindness and faithfulness to my master, tell me. If not, tell me, and I will go elsewhere." Rebekah's parents answered, "This is from God." The next day, Rebekah's parents asked her if she wanted to go. Rebekah said, "I will go." She went with the servant. He brought her back to Abraham's home, and she and Isaac got married.
God made it so clear to Abraham's servant that he had done the right thing. And God made it really clear that Rebekah was supposed to be Isaac's wife. When we follow God by talking with Him, listening to Him, and trusting Him, we can know that we are walking with Him too. We are all meant to know God, and the more we walk with Him, the more we will know about Him and how we can follow Him. There may be times when you need God to show you what to do. You can pray, just like Abraham's servant did. Prayer is talking and listening to God. It doesn't take fancy words, it's just talking with God. Sometimes God's answer is super fast, like with Abraham's servant. Other times, God doesn't give us an answer right away, or even the answer we want to hear, but that shouldn't stop us from trusting God. When we look at everything God has done for us and other people, we can trust that when we walk with Him, He will show us the way to go. It can be difficult to choose to follow God sometimes, but we can celebrate Him knowing that His plan is the best plan. I guess that tells me what I need to do today. God wants me to keep my promises. And even if I don't get to surf, I'll have made the right choice. I better get started on this surf suit. I'll see you later.